Hello and happy Vlogmas episode 21. I'm currently just going through the Vlogmas video that is supposed to go up today. I'm just adding my little chapters. It's actually been really fun to add the chapters to the videos. It's a little bit weird to block up vlogs in chapters, especially when my videos rarely have a flow to it. So yeah, if you've been reading the chapters or the chapter titles, basically it's timestamps, and you guys know I love to add timestamps to my videos. Just helps navigate through the video a bit easier. Actually, one of my biggest pet peeves is when people do not add timestamps in their videos. It's like, it's so simple to do it. I just don't understand why. Especially if it's a really long video and you can only put so much in the title, let's say, even for these Vlogmas videos. For example, the one I uploaded the other day, the what's in my bag video, the whole video isn't a what's in my bag, but if somebody clicks on that video, they obviously might want to just watch that portion. So it helps if you just put the timestamp in the description and then that person can just click ahead. Anyway, that is one of my pet peeves when I'm watching videos. You guys have to let me know if you're the same. You will click on a video because there's something in the thumbnail or in the title, and then there's nowhere that indicates where that portion is in the video, and it's a 30-minute video. Enough rambling about that. My mom is actually going home this morning, and then she's coming back probably Tuesday afternoon, and then again staying with us through the holidays. But I have to tidy up a little bit more. I want to go through my closet, which is like a big ordeal because I have to bring up a bunch of work clothes that I put in storage in our basement. I have to just tidy up in general. I still haven't really fully finished tidying up my desk. I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going to put my little basket of makeup. I could technically put it in our ensuite bathroom. I'm also probably going to move Judy downstairs. So this is Judy. She's the bust form that I've had for many years. I had no idea that's what you called these, but they're called Judy's. But she doesn't really, I used to keep her in the beauty room, but she doesn't really go there, and she kind of freaks my mom out. Obviously, if you come into a dark room and you see a shadow of a headless bus form, yeah, it could be a little creepy. So I'm thinking I'll just move her to the basement because she doesn't really quite go here. Some of my shirts I like to hang dry, so I just keep it here because I was keeping it in the basement, but I just feel like the basement's, it's not musty, but it kind of is musty, and I don't want my shirts to smell musty as they dry. So anyway, lots of tidying up to do is the moral of my story here. And yeah, I'm still not sure what today's theme will be or what the highlight of today's video will be, so you guys will have to stay tuned to see. I'm gonna change so I can spin, but I wanted to show you guys my little arts and crafts first. Okay, so this book is for Chloe, obviously, First Animals, and throughout the book she loves, like I said in the other day, she loves like flap books. So you know, there's different animals. So my mummy's a cow and I am a calf, and it shows them. And on the other side, there's a flap where it says, who's my daddy? And then there's a picture of an animal, and you flip it open, it says, my daddy is a dog and I'm a puppy. And it's the same theme throughout. So yeah, I am a chick. Do you know who my daddy is? A rooster. And so I decided, this is my arts and crafts, to put on the back. I made it out of Bristol board. It says, I am Chloe. Do you know who my mama and Baba are? So Baba is how she calls the bow. It's dad in Chinese. And then when you flip it open, there's a picture of us, and it says, this is my mama and Baba. I just thought that was so cute. So I upgraded to iOS 14.3. I'm just waiting for it to upgrade on the iPad. I forgot about that. But with iOS 14.3, they have the new Fitness Plus app through Apple. So it's sort of like a Peloton service where you can watch classes. I don't know if they have live classes, but they have pre-recorded classes, I know for sure. And it syncs to your Apple Watch. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know entirely how it works, but I'm going to wait for it to finish downloading on the iPad and then do probably a spin class using Apple Fitness Plus. I'm excited. I haven't subscribed yet to it. I don't think I'll be disappointed, so I probably will end up subscribing, but there's like a 30-day free trial, so I'm gonna check it out. iPad is still working away here, but this is what the app looks like on my phone. So I just signed up for the free trial. Apple has this new bundling service for their, well, different services like iCloud, Apple Fitness, Arcade, that kind of stuff. It's called Apple One. And the only thing is it comes in tiers, but you can't customize it. So you can't say like, oh, I only want these 3 apps for whatever price. They have them predetermined, and then you can just choose whatever tier you want. So if you do want the Apple Fitness, you actually have to pay for the highest tier, which does include a lot of great stuff, but there's some things in there that I wouldn't ever use, like Apple Arcade. So yeah, I guess I have to see what works better for me, because we already subscribe to iCloud and also Apple News. So that's already like almost 20 bucks. So if it's cheaper just to sign up for Apple Fitness, and that's what we'll do. Or maybe it might be cheaper to actually sign up for the whole Apple One service. Okay, I'm gonna pick out a workout here and see what we can get into.
Hill with 2 hard pushes, leaving you full and wanting a little disco nap. Next, we're off to the club to dance our way up another hill. This time.
Okay, I finished the workout, and I actually quite like Apple Fitness Plus. I like how it automatically syncs to your Apple Watch, which is nice. The course that I took was with Ty. It was a spin class, and it was pretty good. I kind of gave up a little bit nearing the end, just because I haven't been spinning very regularly, so I need to work up my stamina. But right now, I am going to make Chloe some lunch, or prepare some lunch for her. She already has congee and sweet potato and a dessert, but I'm just gonna make her some protein, which is a chicken breast. Also, we're gonna use the stove for the first time. Well, not the stove, the oven. Did you have a good nap? Where are you going? You don't want your sleep sack off? Hi. Yeah. Chloe.
10-month birthday.
10-month birthday. We're currently trying to take a portrait in front of our Christmas tree, and it's taken a lot of effort. No. Your mama's having to take us away. You can have it on Christmas Day, Chloe. Okay, the menu item we've chosen for today is barbecue chicken stuffed sweet potatoes. So very excited. It's a really simple recipe. Okay, recipe is pretty simple. Just need baked potatoes, some chicken, that's our oven. Also some red cabbage and barbecue sauce. Oh, and some scallions. So first step is to bake these. So I gotta pierce them with a fork and then put them in the oven for about 40 to 50 minutes. And then I'm also just going to quickly cook this so I can shred it, because you're basically just mixing this in with the cabbage and then also the barbecue sauce. So not super fancy. Okay, this is how they look. The sweet potato came out a little softer than I would have liked. I guess the outer shell just came out a little bit softer, so they didn't quite hold their shape, but it does look pretty good. Okay, we just had dinner, and that sweet potato chicken barbecue thing was so good. You know what? It's probably because of the barbecue sauce, because I mean, who doesn't like barbecue sauce? But that was really good. I definitely make it again. I'm sitting on the floor in front of my couch in front of the Christmas tree. It's kind of like a throwback to my old Vlogmas videos. I think this was like where I usually filmed all of my like sit down content before I migrated to the bedrooms, because it's where my desk is, so usually I'm just up there. Anyway, I wanted to do what's on my phone, and I'm going to do this in as little time as possible. I'm thinking 5 minutes or less, because honestly my phone has not changed that much. I mean, some of it's changed, but that's just because I got a new phone and it's upgraded to iOS 14. The last time I did a what's on my phone was in 2018, I think, during Vlogmas. So I'll link it here once I find that video. If you haven't seen it, you can check it out there. So let's talk about my home screen first. So first of all, it's the same home screen that I've had for probably the last 2 years, since 2018, because that's when I took this photo, and it was the Glacier Canyon. I don't have another story for that other than I just like the photo. I was contemplating changing it lots of times, but then I always just go back to this. So it's been my most consistent iPhone wallpaper. So swipe up and there's a photo of Chloe. She's like my home screen photo. I usually change it up every couple of weeks. This one is actually a fairly recent photo. It's probably like 2 or 3 weeks old. And as you guys know, if you did watch my 2018 What's on My Phone, is that I actually really like to have a clean screen, at least the very first screen. So before I actually kept one icon on it. I think it was like the calendar app or something. Now I don't keep anything on there, and I just love the clean look because it's uncluttered and it allows me to see the pretty background that I chose. So you can see at the bottom I have all of my customized icons. I was really against customized icons at first because it would do this stupid thing where it would always open up the shortcut app and then open the app. So it wasn't a shortcut, it was annoying and I didn't like it, so I never did it. But with iOS 14.3, which they just released last week I think, when you create a shortcut on your home screen and you open an app, it just shows this unobtrusive little banner that flips down and flips back up. So it's a lot easier and it's less annoying. So that's why I went ahead and customized my screen a little bit. So I have messages, my email app, and phone. And then in the folder, I only customized the first, I guess, page because it's the one that you can see all the time. I did not customize all of the other ones because you can't see it. I only did the first page just so it was consistent with the rest of the icons. I have Safari, Photos, Google Maps, YouTube, Fantastical, Notes, Nest, Hatch, and Instagram. And I just have those here because it's just like a really quick one-step access. For the most part, if I do need to access an app, I will just use the Spotlight, which allows me to like search for things like parcel tracks. So that's what I use. I usually just search for apps. So in this folder, like I said, these are kind of just like quick little shortcuts to my most used apps, I guess. If I swipe over, those are all of the apps that are related to our smart home. So our cameras, our switches, our bulbs, everything's there. I have everything connected to our Amazon Echo device because it's really easy. And I also really like on the Amazon Echo how you can actually create routines. So most of our routines are Chloe related, for like the end of her naps and things like that. But you can create a phrase and then have your device execute certain things when you say that phrase. So for example, I created this one for holiday lights. So if I say the device name and I say put me in the holiday spirit, she'll actually turn on the Christmas tree and then turn on our exterior lights. So all of our Christmas lights come on inside and outside, which is really fun and festive. So that's one thing I like about the Amazon Echo, is that you can customize all of these different routines. So you don't necessarily have to go into every individual app. It can all just be controlled in the one app, which is great. Then I have Messages, Phone, and Spark. Those are what is on the bottom bar there. The reason I keep them is because, as you can see, you can't see any notifications. So it won't tell me if I have a new message or a missed call or a new email. But I keep them here just so I can just keep that for reference. And then this is a replica of my shortcut page. Again, just so I can see if I have any notifications. And then I have News app and then the Echelon app, which is for our spin bike. Okay, so I'll show you the second page I have here, and it's just my widget page, I guess. I have news, so I have different categories here that I like to just cycle through. It changes every day. I have a little photos app, which basically just shows me all the photos of Chloe, because that's basically my entire photo library. It shows me a random photo of her several times a day. And then I have my calendar and like my to-do list and things like that. I have a Spotify thing here, and then I also have weather. And the icons I have here are Baby Sparks, Files, and Stylebook. Stylebook are for outfits. I know because of COVID, I haven't really been going out much, but I still track it because I'm on like a 1,000+ day streak. So even if I'm wearing sweatpants that day, I'm still gonna track it because I don't want to break my streak. It's like a psychological thing. Files, I've been using Files a lot lately, so I just keep that there. And then Baby Sparks is the app we use for Chloe. It just gives us a bunch of activity ideas to help build her like fine motor skills or cognitive skills. So we try to do like 2, 3, or 4 of these a day. One thing that I love about iOS 14 is the fact that you can actually hide app pages. I do have one app page that I hide, and it's this one, which is all of the apps in different color groups. I used to have it in categories, but then sometimes I couldn't remember what category I put an app in. So I'm more of a visual person, I guess, so I can like see what the app color is and the design of the app. So it was just a bit easier to have them into colors. So if I could think, oh, I don't remember that app name, but I remember it was yellow, I can just look to see where all of the yellow apps are. It just helps me identify apps a little bit better. But I do in general just hide this page because now with iOS 14, they have the app library, which definitely isn't easy as having everything color coordinated, but it is just another way to organize apps without me having to do it. So it just automatically categorizes things. And there's also fewer categories, so it's a little bit easier to navigate through, which I like. What are my most recently added apps? I have YouTube Studio. I just added it. I had to delete it and then add it again because the app was being really weird. Canva, which is what I've been using to create like thumbnails for vlogmas and just other miscellaneous things. LG Think, which we downloaded for our stove. My Bell, I just switched to the Bell network, so I use that app to track my usage. I don't really have any other new noteworthy apps. I feel like I use the same things over and over again. One thing that I have downloaded, which is not really a great app to be sharing because it's not going to be the same for everyone, but it's this app called LifeWorks, and it's basically a perk through the Beau's work. It's part of his EAP, which is Employee Assistance Program, and it allows me to buy gift cards at a discount, and one of those gift cards happens to be Sephora. So if I ever need to buy something at Sephora, I'll actually purchase a gift card through the Beau's EAP perk first and get a 7% discount, and then I'll just buy whatever I want from Sephora. So yeah, that's like one cool thing. I mean, a lot of companies do have EAP, and you should really look into it more because a lot of places have a lot of perks that most employees probably don't even know about. For example, like free or discounted gift cards. In terms of baby apps, you guys know I love the Hatch Baby app because it works with our Hatch scale. Another one I really like is the Wonder Weeks, which is another free app. And it basically tells us when Chloe is going to be going through her mental leaps. So it's been really helpful because it gives us an idea what to expect. And so far it's been relatively accurate. If I ever find Chloe's being extra needy or whiny, it's usually attributed to a mental leap, which is kind of nice because you can kind of anticipate things, and then you can read about what she might be experiencing, and then you can, have a little bit of a better idea how to cope with her mental leaps. I showed you guys the fitness app earlier when I was actually spinning, but I actually quite like the fitness app. I think I might actually continue. Well, I have a 30-day free trial, so I'm going to continue doing the 30-day free trial. But if it works out for me, I might just continue subscribing to it. So there's a bunch of different ones. So you have HIIT, yoga, core, strength. I've only tried the cycling because, well, it's the only one that I was interested in so far, but they have a lot of different ones, and I haven't quite figured out whether they have live classes or if they're just all pre-recorded classes. But I really enjoyed the one spin class that I took today with Thai. So yeah, it's definitely worth checking out, especially if there's a free trial. See, entertainment, Disney Plus. I like Disney Plus. I don't really watch it that often, but if I need like a feel-good movie, then I usually go to Disney Plus. Netflix, of course. I do have Prime Video, although I don't watch it as much. The Beau told me the TV series, or the Prime original The Boys, is really good, so I still have to add that to my like to watch list. We do have Apple TV because we bought a new device last year when they were promoting Apple TV, and we got like one free trial. But it's honestly like, I watched Ted Lasso and I thought it was really good, and then I haven't watched anything since, so I wouldn't think it's worth subscribing just for that. That's really it. All of my other apps are like really boring. There's nothing super exciting about them. I have a bunch of shopping apps because I like to use the app to shop. Some of the apps actually are really convenient because you can add things to like a watch list, and then it will let you know if that item goes on sale. Not all apps do that, but if it does, it's, you know, worth it to have the app and save a little bit of money. In case you're wondering about the icons though, I did make those myself. It's really easy. Like if you have Photoshop or Paint even, incredibly easy to make them yourselves. And the icons I actually got from flaticon.com. I think that's what it's called. It's free if you're not using it for commercial use, which is great, because if it's just for your personal phone, then it's not commercial use. So I'll link that below in case you want to create your own icons. There's like a whole bunch of different icons. You can create icons for anything, and you can just customize the way it looks, and it's fun. So that's what I used, and I'll even link the exact icon pack that I used in case you are interested. And then if you didn't notice, my color palette is very neutral. So it's like your new neutrals and your like blush pinks and things like that. Anyway, that's what's on my phone. I know, not really exciting. I'm on my phone a lot, I'm not gonna lie. This past year, I probably haven't been using as many like productivity apps just because I'm not really doing anything super productive other than raising a child. So most of my apps that I use are kind of like Chloe related. Let me know what your most used app is, and it can't be phone or messages or mail. It has to be like an actual app that you use a lot. Mine would probably have to be Hatch Baby. I use that at least like, well, 5-6 times a day at least. Followed very closely by YouTube, because I like to watch videos and have them playing in the background. I still haven't moved Judy downstairs, but we're gonna do our advent calendar. Okay, number 21. It says, it's beginning to taste a lot like Christmas. Okay, so that is it for Vlogmas episode 21. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. Only a few more days left of Vlogmas. This month went by really fast, but I hope you guys have been enjoying watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye!